Hello there guys, to everybody who decides to actually check in on this. This is first time you'll be hearing me, and my first time doing a audio recording of the game. What I plan on doing more like this, because I find the first two I did kind of boring, just gameplay. So I'll be talking here. I won't be talking too much because I get out of breath pretty quickly, and I kind of gotta focus to actually beat these guys, because they're not exactly easy. So here, doing Rift Battle in the Diamond 2 tier. I just got here. Not fighting people in Diamond 2, but doesn't mean they're weaker than me or anything. Taking a look at their base. These moves so far. Alright, I think I can handle this guy. We'll go at it. I hope the audio sounds fine. And I hope it does. I don't really have a good setup or anything, let alone a setup at all. This is my first day doing it. I hope it goes well. But here we go. I apologize if I don't talk too much. Gotta concentrate. I run out of breath really quickly. I don't know if it's just me or everybody, so I won't be talking that much, but I may just say random stuff at times that might help somebody, and you know what? That'd be really cool if it does. Here, Snakebite with Post Haste. Not really a bad combo. Biofeedback can be a little bit annoying, but not too big of a deal. I will go with Firefly. While I have the right Marquet defensively, I don't like it for offense, so hopefully I don't just get one shot or something. That would really suck. And he is using the good old triple red. Well, I don't know the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. So there you go, worked really well. Yeah, Snakebite doesn't have a lot of HP, so even a defensive character like Firefly, you get yourself an element bonus and you could easily rip through him. So we got Freeze Frame and Silent Kill. Silent Kill, they actually both have quite a bit of HP. Freeze Frame, if you didn't know, has the most HP of all Peacocks in the game. Primal Rage, for double defenders, this guy forgot to switch his base, and Imminent Threat. Okay, so the modifiers do not exist. This guy forgot to change up his base. That is lucky for me, but I feel bad for him. But I'll see if I need my claw. Do I need my claw up here? Blockbusted, return the sender. This guy, okay, he really forgot to... He forgot to make his base. Just straight up, so... My apologies to this guy. Misfortune! Don't need any worse, apologies for that. But this might be kind of easy. Easier than expected, but hey, a win is a win. Oh, here we go. Unless I just get blasted unexpectedly. And I will never remember that this modifier, the one that applies the thorns to them when you block, is incredibly annoying and I do not like fighting. Because while I have two types of playstyle, I play really defensive, and then the other playstyle I find myself doing a lot is very offensive with like Philias, for example, like dash in, dash out, I do that a lot. But aside from that, you'll see that I do a lot of blocking and counter attacks. And this modifier doesn't work for it because they gain thorns, and when I do my counter attack, I kill myself. So that's not very good. But not too bad. Took a little bit of HP, but I really don't mind. Strong Arms, Chickstick Scar. That's actually also quite an annoying modifier. It's pretty much the... What do you call it? Cell therapy? The one they gain, I believe it's Enrage and Healing. Let me check. Yeah, Enrage and Healing. But this is, instead of debuffs, it's max damage, so it's a little bit more manageable. You bring in someone like Dreadlocks, who doesn't do much damage as a whole. I actually would prefer bring in because her damage output is very low, but her combo potential is rather high, and her HP is pretty good too. So she should work pretty well for this. See? Just a little under 10%. With the fact that I do a little under 10 doesn't mean they'll get her thorns. And she gains it there because I just did it, but it's annoying. But not a whole lot I could do about that. That's just something you gotta deal with. That was my bad. That was a mistake. I should be fine though. There we go. Killed her through their unflinching. When you have an unflinching war, Schmet will always win. That's not true, but I like to believe it. When I'm going through this, if there's anything you guys like see or hear that you think, oh, that kind of sucks, you suck at this, just tell me. Just don't lie and say, oh, you're doing great. Just tell me, because I will try my best to improve it. If I can't improve it, that just means I suck, and well, that just means I suck, so I gotta deal with that too. But try my best. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If not, it's also cool. Let's see what it says. Firefly, Grudge. Yeah, they got Grudge. Okay, so Grudge is one of the best defensive Merc abilities in the entire game, but for Firefly, Grudge does not work. Because what you want to do with Firefly is R1, so when they land critical hits, you reflect the damage. Because you want that so you could do a lot of damage with them when they're landing critical hits. And Firefly's ability makes it so when she's low, she ruins her HP. But if you're constantly getting armor from Grudge, you really won't go low, so your ability never really comes into effect. While the other one, you go low, but you stay alive because of your ability. So I haven't read that quite recently actually myself, but I would recommend if you're a Diamond Firefly user, go with the Tainted Blood marker because it works better with Firefly specifically. I would say for every other pain wheel, aside from like Twisted Metal, I would say go with Grudge. But she's the exception, and I recommend that for anybody who happens to admit to it. That's what I recommend. That was pretty easy. I bet. What do we got next? Alright, this is the one with nothing on it. Just autoimmune. Not really a big deal at all. Not even for what I'm doing, because you can stand out. A standout is a very competent counter to Heavy Metal, who in my opinion is one of, if not, the best defenders in Rift. Along with like Plot Twisted and Assassin. And Splitting Image Fan. Hopefully this goes well. I imagine it will. Not much I see going really wrong. Although if I just make a personal mess up, then it'll go wrong. And that'll be on me. Do we have Final Fight? No. Oh, that's the Valentine. I did not notice there's a Surgeon Gen anymore. Just take that away with Chaos Banish. It's all good. No, Freedom Fighter. Use the DD3 when it comes in. No big deal. No big deal. Hopefully, yeah, okay, that's what I thought he did. He's playing a bit aggressive. Daring. But slap him out too. Now, right now, Surgeon Gen, she could revive her teammates, and actually the Valentine AI is quite competent at doing that, so if she's on them, they will get revived. So, back up to the back of the stage, far away from the enemy dead bodies. Now that's a difficult situation, when they're doing it on you right in the corner, because, well, if you attack at them, not much you can do. So unless you have a projectile, it's a really bad spot, which Elias doesn't have it. But Met mode, you go into it right when they do that, it'll allow you to tank the hit. You'll take the damage, but you'll go right through, just like Big Band. So that works. So I recommend for that, if you ever just happen to find yourself in that situation, go ahead, do that, it'll work. Dark Knight, Shot in the Dark, blockbusted. That is actually really annoying, but I think I'll be fine, because Surgeon Gen is the ability to deal with blockbusted. That's the annoying one in my opinion. But to bring Mean One to deal with the Dark Knight, although anybody with Armor Break will work, Mean One is better because she applies, she converts our debuffs, and because the 5 armor stacks, they don't have a timer, the debuffs will not have a timer either. So it's always a good idea. But that's a prime example of me talking about how I play really defensively. And that is a fault of mine. Defensively is not necessarily bad. That's really unlucky right there. Playing defensively is not necessarily bad, but it's also not really, like, good, because you can find yourself in bad situations like I did right there. And that's quite annoying too. Shot in the Dark, and you have a gold. Thank you AI for tagging into Persona. Not as big as deal with category Surgeon Gen tag-ins, but it's quite nice. Get the support out of the way, never a bad thing. Never hurts you to deal with it. Now, Meowing Forever. I do not like this fight, and I am not looking forward to it. It's not a fight I want to do. And I say this mostly because of the Blockbuster. Blockbuster is such a pain to deal with. I do not like it. Objectively, it's not that hard to deal with. Like, I dealt with it pretty easily there. Okay, it's also low level. It's annoying. I'm sure you know this. This is going incredibly well, as you can tell. But then, the Jin happens to be kind of strong, so if you have her, I highly recommend investing in her. If I'm not mistaken, if you really calculate like the random buffs you could get, and then the 5 stacks of Enrage, on a BB3, I believe that's the highest damage you could get from a single hit in the game. I could be wrong about that, obviously I could be. Like, if you do some weird stuff with Fly Trap, you could change that, but I might be. But there we go, we won that. Fairly easy. Not easy, but I didn't have to sweat too much about it. I could actually talk to you guys, that's nice. But there we go. We're only doing one for now because I am stuck at YouTube, but hey, I'll get better later on. Maybe by a week or so I could get like a longer videos, but if you stick to the end, thanks for watching. It's awesome, glad to have you here. Thanks for watching the video. Sub if you want to, you don't have to. You can always unsubscribe, just like Dream says. I'll see you guys later.